live at 5 here at Broadway.com. It is Tuesday, February 19th. I'm Paul Wontorek.
And I'm Andy Lefkowitz.
Oh, I lost my voice as I said my name. I'm Paul Wontorek.
Andy Lefkowitz.
And we have content producer Caitlin Moynihan over here.
Hello.
Joining us. And hey, two Mormons in the house.
We sure do. So we have Jacob and Widmar here and Cody Jamison Strand talking about their upcoming High School Throwback Concert at Green Room 42.
Like so much fun.
Yeah, I'm nerding out about
it's
it.
It's a super idea. We're going to tell you guys all about it, but first, today's top 5.
History is going to have its eyes on him.
That is true. So
we've never used that line before.
Look at that, right?
Never,
it's a
ever.
New one.
I thought of it myself.
So Austin Scott is the new star of Hamilton starting tonight. So Austin Scott is making his Broadway debut. He just concluded a celebrated engagement on the first national touring production, or most recent national touring production. And he kicks off performances tonight. He's replacing Michael Luaye, who played his final performance on Sunday. So hats off to you. Congrats.
Welcome to Broadway.
And oh, what a beautiful morning it's going to be.
Girl, you're really hitting it with the lyrics
Thank
today.
you. I try my
Mama.
best.
So Oklahoma's coming back to Broadway. We knew this. Exciting Danielle Fish reinvention. You guys aren't really ready for it. It's going to be something really different and special. And today we got news that most of the stars from the recent engagement at St. Anne's Warehouse in Brooklyn will be coming to Broadway. So we have Rebecca Naomi Jones, fantastic. Damon Duano playing Curly. He's a Broadway newcomer. Ali Stroker, fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say they're all great.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give their names. Mary Testa, she's a legend.
Yes, Mary Testa.
Two-time Tony nominee, right?
Who appeared on stage with Jacob Ben Widmar in Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Yeah,
full circle.
Yeah.
Patrick Vale. And so the news is that Will Brill is joining the cast as Ali Hakim.
Yes.
Which is like sort of an interesting character.
Yeah.
Because he's like the Persian, it's like what... There's a lot of things to deal with in Oklahoma. So that's why Daniel Fish is really digging in. It's going to be interesting. Let's see. Previews start March 19th at Circle and Square Theater, and it's a limited run through September 1st. Unless you all love it, then it won't go anywhere.
And he can go back.
Yeah, I like
see,
that.
I
Yes, very well done.
Inside lyric reference.
Thank you.
So we found out today that Adam Pascal is rejoining the company of Pretty Woman starting tonight. He's playing
tonight.
Starting tonight. It's a limited 5-performance run through February 22nd. He's filling in for Andy Carl, who's taking a brief break. So go check out this Tony-nominated original Rent star.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And congratulations are in order because love is in the air.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies and some boys. Darren Criss is taken officially. I mean, he's been taken forever because he's been dating Mia Swire or Mia Criss, maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just
Swire Criss.
They've been dating for like 8 years or something. So the whole time that you've known Darren Criss, he's been dating Mia. So he hasn't been on the market, and now he officially got married this weekend down in New Orleans. Of course, he was on Broadway in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Won Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards for both performances.
Yes, Darren Criss.
But more recently, I mean, Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards are nice.
Yeah.
But how does an Emmy, a Golden Globe, and a SAG Award sound? Because he won all of those.
Almost as good as the Broadway.com Audience
Almost.
Award.
Almost as good. He won all of those for playing Andrew Cunanan in The Assassination of Gianni Versace, which is now available on Netflix if you haven't seen it. Let's see. Lea Michele was there at the wedding, so it was Cord Overstreet, John Stamos, Harry Shum Jr. Anyway, it was the place to be.
Why weren't we there, man?
We weren't there. But congratulations, Darren.
Congrats.
And they are way more than surviving.
Aw. So Be More Chill.
Is that a lyric? I don't know
It
the
is a
show
lyric.
yet.
Yeah, well, you'll see it soon and you'll have a blast.
Seeing it soon.
Yes, so Be More Chill kicked off Broadway performances this past week, and it broke a house record at the Lyceum Theater. It took in $738,000 this past week, and the last time, for a 7-performance week, because they're in previews and they need some time to figure things out. But anyway, the last show to make almost that much money was the 2008 revival of Macbeth, starring Patrick Stewart, which made $584,000. Did you see that revival?
I did, yeah.
It was incredible.
No, but I was thinking...
Kate Fleetwood, was that her name? Kate, who played Lady Macbeth. She was Tony nominated. She was amazing. But anyway, this made more money, and they broke a record at the Lyceum
Well, I was just
Wow.
thinking about like not that
Yeah.
many
Good for them.
musicals play the Lyceum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a really good
But
point.
I know like Title of Show
Title of
played
Show.
there, and a couple years ago, just Joplin played. A few have
Yeah.
played there recently, but
That's
yeah,
a really good point.
Yeah.
Be More Chill opens on March 10th at the Lyceum. Go see it.
Yeah.
Congrats to everyone over at Be More Chill. Okay, thank you so much, Andy.
bet,
Thanks
dude.
for stopping by.
Yes.
Hey, Caitlin, why don't you tell us about today's guests, plural?
Gladly, yes. So we have Jacob Ben Widmar and Cody Jamison Strand here with us in the studio today because they're talking about their upcoming concert at Green Room 42 called Broadway's High School Throwback. Jacob has been in Broadway in Xanadu, White Christmas, Book of Mormon, and he went on tour with that. And Cody is currently in Book of Mormon as Elder Cunningham, and he was also on tour with it. We got a lot of Mormon love, and they're going to tell us all about their really exciting concert. Make sure to follow Jacob on Instagram. He's new, so give him some follows at JBenWidmar and follow Cody at Cody Cobbler. Leave all of your questions in the comments below, and please welcome Cody, Jacob, and Paul.
Thank you, Caitlin.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And thank you for the shout out
Oh,
for
you're
the
welcome.
Instagram because I joined it just for this concert because I lost my old Instagram password. And
Oh, I saw your oldest. Your
They-
old one's private,
yeah,
and now you have a
I
new
can't
one?
even see it. I have to have Gray
What?
Henson show me posts. And I don't, because I made a fake email address and they literally were carriepipperidge@gmail.com and juliejordan@gmail.com, but I don't
Oh,
remember
are you
the
a Carousel
password.
fan too?
Are you?
Yeah.
I love it.
My favorite classic musical.
I love when she goes, I hate all of you. Dramatic. I love it. She's my favorite.
Okay, this
Follow
is
me.
Jacob, everybody.
Jacob Widmar.
And that's Cody over there in the very loud. I love. Where do you buy something like that?
Zara.
Oh, Zara? I thought it was some
Zara.
special London find.
No,
Zara.
It's very warm.
Yeah.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Doing
Fabulous.
well.
I love this idea. So you guys, I assume you met. on
Well,
Book of
here's
Mormon?
actually
what's the origin story between
Well,
this
the
friendship?
actually Stephanie Lee and I, who did War Paint.
Yes.
She's
former Broadway.com vlogger.
Yes.
Everybody.
Her and I came up with this idea, and then she's away doing the McCarter Theater production of Gods of Comedy, Ken Ludwig's new play.
Okay.
And so I said, Cody, we're good friends from the Mormon tour. Why don't you come and talk about it? Because he's performing in the concert.
Okay, but Stephanie will be at the concert too.
Oh, Stephanie will
they're
definitely.
Isn't she
yes.
the homecoming queen or
She's
the
the
prom
homecoming-
queen? What is
well,
she? I read the press release.
She's the homecoming queen.
You're the homecoming king.
I hope
to
so.
her queen.
I am the king. Yes.
And how do you fit into
Well,
that?
I'm a
scenario?
performer. I'm
Oh,
one
you're
of,
just
I'm
one of
just
the guest stars.
But what
someone recreating a number from high school.
But what we found out in the dressing room was he was also homecoming king. We were both homecoming king in high
What?
school.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
I know.
What happened to the theater kids not being like the popular kids?
We
You
were
know?
amazing.
It was literally me and the football team. I remember that. I was like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
they probably split the vote. That's probably what it was.
It was a pity vote.
I
it,
think
it was like
so.
a Hallmark movie where they're like, let him be homecoming king.
So
Give him
this
something.
show is officially, let's get the official title out there. It's Broadway's High School Throwback. This is at Green Room 42, which is a great new space.
It's
everybody
no
loves it.
food and drink minimum.
I know.
Which we love.
I know, because it gets expensive otherwise.
Oh my gosh, I can't ask people to pay a Broadway show price to see us make fools of ourselves on
Well,
stage.
let's talk about the foolishness. So,
foolishness.
It's gonna be foolishness.
you are asking people to recreate their high school triumphs, musical
Yes.
theater triumphs. Is that
Yes.
the concept?
The reason is because we were never better than we were in high school. I believe. I believe you peak in high school.
I don't. Not for me. but
Now,
I'm glad it
did you
works
do
for
high?
you.
Did you do high school theater?
I peaked at like 45. but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also, it's still coming up.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Wow, okay.
oh my God. Yes, we all peaked in high school.
Okay.
Basically, if you actually look at Alicia Umphress's Instagram, she
I
has
saw that.
Did you see it?
What
She's like,
show was she? What is that?
Hello, Dolly.
Oh, that's her as Dolly.
But those production values. Look at her Instagram.
I know it's major. It's like a William Ivy Long costume.
I know there's like
not
a
really, but it's
costume
amazing.
change
Not
and everything.
Really, not really.
But she wrote, I believe I peaked in high school. Because there's something about high school where you are filled with such confidence
Yeah.
and gumption that you're like, nothing I do is wrong. Everything I touch is gold.
So tell me some of the great stuff, Cody. Tell me something you did that was so great in high school. Can we not spoil what you're going to be
I
doing?
think
I
It's
can
fine, we can
spoil it
spoil.
because I'm doing little Guys and Dolls because everyone did Guys and Dolls in high
Yes.
school, right? So I'm doing a little nicely.
Nice. Okay.
Why
So
not?
Down you're rocking
So-
the boat.
But
Yeah.
what else did you do in high school that was fantastic?
Not a whole lot. I don't think I did a lot.
You're
in high
Bobby
school.
Child.
Oh, I was a tap dancer at one point. I was I played the title. It's not a title role, but the character Bobby
played
Child
Crazy.
in the Crazy for You,
Yeah.
right? And he's
Yeah.
like the tap dancer extraordinaire. And it's funny
totally.
because it's
Song
supposed
and
to be,
dance
like,
man.
good twin and evil twin with the two characters, and one of them was this tiny twig guy, and I was the same shape that I am now. So it was fun doing this whole mirror number with two people that were opposites.
That's amazing.
Which one is Bella?
I don't
can't
know.
tell. What's right? What's wrong? Yes.
And what about you? What was your big high school moment?
Okay, so Hysteria might have funny thing happened on the way to the
Oh.
Forum,
Which needs to come back to Broadway.
which needs to come back. I'd
Yeah.
love to play it. Brought the house down. Not gonna lie.
Throw
A
it
whole
out there.
weekend of performances,
Uh-huh.
sold out. And then sold out. I wanted to be Tommy Giles in Music Man.
Oh.
But Spencer Williams pretended he couldn't hold a harmony, so I had to be J.C. Squires and sing second tenor, which no one wants to do. No one wants to be in the barbershop quartet. Then I was Eugene Fodor in Crazy for You. Because I was a freshman, they wouldn't let me be the lead.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe I wasn't that good. What am I saying?
a little bit of both. It could have been a little bit of both.
And then we did that clunker, Once Upon a Mattress, and I played the minstrel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not my favorite. I'm sorry.
You know, I just heard an interview with Mandy Moore on WTF, the podcast, and she said that her audition to become like a pop star when she was a teenager was shy from Once Upon a
Oh,
Mattress. And
really?
I thought, Mandy Moore, I didn't know that about you.
She's got
To be a
some. I
pop
mean,
star.
it's got some good songs in it.
Yeah.
It's got
I
some
know.
good ones. And Ellen Marie Marsh is actually singing from it. And,
Okay. Yeah, who else? Let's talk about who else
okay,
is
let's talk
here.
about- okay,
Wait,
Cody
you have a
just
list
found
and
out.
I have a list.
Thank God.
Yes,
'cause I was
Mine
like,
is
I can't
typed,
remember.
yours is cursive. I appreciate that you
They
do
don't teach
cursive.
cursive anymore.
I can't do cursive
The
anymore.
trick
is-
My hand forgot how.
The trick is to
It's block
slant
letters.
it and
That's true.
just feel fancy. That's what
Okay,
I
so
do.
you
So-
read me a name and I'll read a name.
Okay, so by the way,
Are some of them not here?
yeah, some of them aren't here.
Okay, well,
all right.
let's do yours.
I think we're good.
By the way, this is all happening next Monday,
Next
9:30,
Monday,
correct?
9:30, Green Room 42.
Green Room 42, which is in the Yotel. It's
Fourth
on
floor.
10th and 42nd? 10th?
Yes, 10th
Between
and
41st and 42nd.
Yeah.
You go up to the lobby. Don't get confused. Just like you're in a hotel.
Yeah.
Go to the lobby and
Don't
then turn
look at
right
the
outside
statues
the
in the
elevator
eyes.
and then turn right
Don't
again,
look
and then
at
you'll
the
end up in this
statues in the eyes.
fantastic room without a cover.
Yes, without.
Food and drink minimum.
Without a food, drink
There's
minimum.
a ticket price. It's not free.
Thank you.
But it's a show. It's a real thing.
Because I have blown my budget on a Letterman jacket and bubbles, and we're gone. Okay, so Dave, I had to buy a Letterman jacket. Yes.
Who's there?
David Elau,
Okay.
who played Tui in the Miss Saigon revival.
Uh-huh,
He'll be
yep.
doing a little. Should I tell what they're doing, or should I just say who's?
I think it's fun.
I think it's fun too. He's doing confrontation. He's doing Jekyll and Hyde. He wanted to do Les Mis in high school, but they
Oh.
lived too close to New York, so they said, basically, this is what he told me today. Well, what do you want to do? And he said, Jekyll and Hyde. I'll do it.
Wow.
And he, while we were rehearsing today, was like, I'm amazing. And I was like, exactly. We were never better than we were in high school. He was like, I'm really good. I was like, yes, we
He
need to
sings
remember
a
that.
lot on his social media. Shirtless. Is he wearing a shirt?
You know, I
Probably
don't.
not.
Okay.
We'll maybe half a shirt. 'cause
Okay.
it is
Yeah,
confident.
like a
one
low
of the-
button.
yeah,
low
right, 'cause-
button.
Yeah, a bloody
Jekyll.
side and then just like bare chest. Yes.
All right,
That's
who
what we'll
else?
do. All right, Gray Henson,
Ah,
my baby.
fantastic, yes.
He's singing. He was a very manly curly in Oklahoma,
Oh.
and his brother Jack played Judd.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
take that to the revival.
Yeah, take that home. Imagine
Brothers.
taking that home at night after the show.
Oh, you got to wipe your feet.
drama.
Wipe your feet at the door. Don't take it with
Wipe
you.
your feet at the
Haley Pachoon. She
Yep.
is doing Kiss Me Kate.
You know, it took me a long time to learn how to say Pachoon.
Because
I
it's
I know,
spelled-
but you're saying it right.
Yeah.
But also,
You're
I
saying
would
it
no
right.
idea how to say it based
Yeah,
off
I know,
of those
but I was
cursive
Haley. I'm
letters.
sorry. I said your name wrong for so many years, but now I know how to Pachoon it.
Big Haley Pachoon. You get the hang of it. Ellen Marie Marsh is doing Once Upon a Mattress. Cody's doing Guys and Dolls.
Yes.
Stephanie Lee is doing a little bit of Mame, because there's
Oh.
nothing better than a 16-year-old.
I love that.
Yes,
That's
right?
amazing.
And then also Marion Peru.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. And Bonnie Milligan is doing, this is one of my favorites. No offense. This is one of my favorites. Maria in Sound of Music.
Oh,
Won't that be nice?
yes, that would
We
be
get
nice.
it. Belting bonds. We get it. But now we're going to like change it a little
Yeah, you're right.
and make it a little Sound of Music.
I
Sounds
I heard a
beautiful.
little taste of her doing Sound of Music on somebody's Instagram account.
That was mine. J. Ben Widmar. Follow me. I think I'm up to 230 followers. 230.
In like
So-
2 days?
It'll
in
build.
Like,
It'll
yeah,
build.
do you promise?
It'll build.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
It's a little weird to have 2 accounts, but
Don't follow Jacob and Widmar. It's
You
private.
can't, it's private.
Oh, I'm looking at this one, but there's the camera.
you can look at whatever.
Oh my
which
God,
is
it's like a
fine.
Peloton studio. Okay, and then Alicia Umphress is doing Dolly.
Wait, have
Levi.
you been there?
Yes, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this. They have free walk-in classes.
Because I do it on the bike, but I've never been to it.
Oh my
I've never
gosh.
been to the actual place.
You can go to free walk-in classes at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, Monday through Friday.
What?
Free. You
What?
just have to get it a little early. They're half-hour classes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Cheap.
Side gig.
Side
that's so,
hustle.
that's so
Side gig.
unrelated.
Sorry, just wanted
so-
you to know. Trevor Pierce is our music director, and Maddie
Fabulous.
Apple's doing a lot of our Instagram-y kind of stuff. She's
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Hello, Dolly tour.
So this is fun. I mean, I love the concept of this because everyone wants to. Broadway performers want to come up with fun ways to sort of show off their other sides on the day off,
Yes.
right? But this is like I love the concept. I love this could really build into something.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Right.
And I invested a lot of money in that Letterman jacket and bubbles. So if I get it back, we'll continue with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like Gray was singing, he was going through Oklahoma yesterday, and he stopped in the middle and said, I forgot how much fun it is to sing these songs. Because we don't,
Yeah.
concerts and cabarets these days, it's a lot of scream and yell as high as you can. And that's
Right.
not what this night's about. This
Right.
is just about having fun and showing the confident side of us that used to be.
Yeah. So Cody, how did you two become friends?
We toured together with Mormon
Yeah. Okay. Because
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Because I was just a baby. It was my first. I
Was it
just
your
started
first-
Mormon. Yeah, I
was it your
just started Mormon.
Was it first out of college? Was that
Yeah.
your- Oh my gosh.
I
And
started,
how long have you been Cunningham on Broadway now?
Well, I've been Cunningham total for 6.5 years.
Whoa.
now. Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
London,
I
Broadway.
did both
That's right, that's
tours,
right.
Broadway for the second time now, and now London, or London last year.
Right.
Now back here.
Right.
you
Right.
know, And
That's
I've been here for a
crazy.
year now. I just passed the year mark here.
So is it in your bones? Like you just can't. Like, do you do it in your sleep? Do you dream about it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dreams have stopped, thank God. But
Did you
there's,
really
there's
dream
a couple.
about it?
There's a couple times you get the scary dream every once in a while. You wake up in a sweat like you missed work. You
Yeah.
know. But otherwise, it's
You must be so spoiled by laughter, by
very.
right? Because any show you
Very.
ever do, you're just gonna be like, I remember when I was in
Yeah,
Book of Mormon.
yeah.
for
Because I'm
6.5
sure right
years."
now I think I'm a lot funnier than what I actually am. You know what I mean?
Your ego's huge right now because of Mormon.
taste of laughter that got you addicted.
Oh, when we were doing Guys and Dolls, I remember having my mom. Every scene they decided to have me have a different thing of food
Okay.
to eat as nicely. So every scene I would come on with a sub sandwich or a thing of grapes or whatever.
was
you
your-
know.
that was your
And
bit.
my mom made this giant like cookie. You know, like you get for like those cakes with like
Like a
the
Mrs.
Yeah,
Fields.
Mrs. Fields
Yeah, yeah,
used
yeah,
to sell those.
yeah.
big-
and
yeah.
she would make them and make them really hard and crunchy so that they wouldn't break. But she made one for the cast that was supposed to be like soft and delicious, but I didn't know that. So I grabbed the wrong cookie
Oh.
for one performance and it crumbled on stage.
Oh.
And the audience was wild. And then I started picking it up piece by piece and eating it off the floor of the stage. And it was like, that was the beginning of the end for me. The addiction began. So,
To laughter and cookies.
unfortunately.
I love that. I love that. Hey, Caitlin.
Yes.
What are the people online saying? Do they have any? Do they want to share any of
Yes.
their high school roles or memories? Or
Yeah. So Alexandra asks, what's the best thing and what's the most challenging thing about doing your own concert?
Oh my god.
You could write a book by now.
Yes, I have to say, whenever someone's like, make your own art, I want to punch them in the face. Because it is the hardest thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
To get, it's just so hard to like put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of demons that pop up. I have literally been existing on Xanax and beta blockers to sleep at night. And I'm not kidding. Like, I chew it in half. I don't tell my husband. And I'll be like, no, I slept well because I'm on Xanax. But it's so stressful. And now the camera's there. Thank you, cameraman Kyle. But it's really, I'm finding the fulfilling part slowly. And somebody told me once it's done, it's like you gave birth.
Okay. Yeah. So
To
next
a child,
Monday
you know.
night around 11 o'clock.
I'll be like, that was fun. But right now,
Yeah.
I want to. I'm in it too far, too
Okay.
deep to like pull out, but I kind of want to
Okay.
jump ship.
What's the worst
But,
that can
like-
happen? You know,
What's the worst that can- what's the
happen?
worst
Well,
that
you
can
booked the
happen?
room, right? That
Yeah, I'm on
happens.
the hook for
Surprise!
$300. Yeah, I'm on the hook for $300 if I pull out. So we got to stay in.
And then you have a musical director, right? Trevor Pierce.
Trevor Pierce,
Right.
yes.
Okay, so you have that.
We've
so
got
there's
it all.
music and
It's
you have the
all set in
talent.
place, and we've got slides, and we've got a game for the audience,
Oh.
and so it's
Oh,
gonna
you're
be
really
fun.
taking it to the next
Interactive.
Interactive, and you can if you win the game, you can win prizes that are high school themed. I'm not going to say what it is. Lunchables. But so I mean, is it cameraman Kyle? Is that
Do
exciting?
you know how often during like a cabaret night I want to have a Lunchable? About like right?
That's
I mean
it.
that's a
It's the
brilliant
perfect
idea. The perfect
bar snack.
You're like, where is a nice thick piece of meat
Yeah,
to put
some
on
meat
a?
and
That's
cheese
not
and
that
cracker.
Rudy's hot dog. That what is that? I'm gonna go to a bar to get a hot dog from behind the bar out of water.
Oh gosh.
What else, Kate?
Yes. So Mark wants to know that what has been your favorite role that you did in school, whether it be elementary school, middle school, or high school.
Oh, did you do anything else that we didn't talk about? or?
Mine was Hysterium. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
What was your
Which was
first?
my
What about
favorite?
your first? What was your
Or
first?
first?
My first was I was Kurt Von Trapp in The Sound of Music
Okay.
in the 5th grade.
And you're incorrigible.
I was incorrigible because I remember it was the whole town was invited because they needed children. They're like, but we only need girls. That's what they said. We only need little girls too because they're much younger in the show. We need little girls to audition. So my sister was auditioning, and I was with them because my dad was playing the piano for her. And then the director, who was like, no, we need boys too. So I sang the same song my sister sang, which was, if we go on together, from the Land Before Time, the theme from the Land Before Time,
don't lose
lose your
your
way with
way.
each passing day. So, I sang that and I got the part. She did it. She didn't get in the show.
Oh.
She would have been terrible if I'm being honest. But you know that Kurt Von Trapp.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I think I was a child in the ensemble of Fiddler on the Roof at
Oh.
my brother's high school.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dark.
Dark. Very dark.
Nailed it. Okay.
But what about you?
I've never performed in my life.
You didn't
What?
do high
False.
school?
Not
No
even in
way.
elementary
This is
school.
the most performing I do. No.
What? What are you doing
I'm
here?
surprised
You
by
never
that.
did?
Interviewing you.
Got it. Loud and clear.
Not even in elementary school.
I can sing all of Carousel in the shower, though. To be fair.
The ballet.
TBF. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Actually, funny story. I used to do backstage volunteer work at an equity theater in Hartford when I was in high school, and I was like a backstage person, like a dresser and like a props person. And the director, we were doing a play that was set in Central Park, and he had an idea that in between the scenes, the crew would come on and play people in the park, just sort of like mingling. So we all had to show up for us. I was terrified, and we had to show up for a Saturday rehearsal at like 10 a.m. to figure out these interstitial scenes. And around 10:45, he just like was like, scrapped it. We're not going to do that.
Were you guys going to be in costume and everything?
I don't really know. We didn't get that far. That was I didn't get to my fitting. That was the closest
He
I ever
saw it and
got
said, "You
to
know,
performing.
Shut
That's
it down. Shut it down.
I'll leave
love
it
that.
to the talents like you two.
Wow.
I love that. Let's do one last
okay.
question. We do one more
Enough
question.
about me.
Jenny wants to know that what is your best high school memory?
Oh.
Winning the homecoming crown.
I was going to say
Really?
that
I mean,
too.
that's really
That's
like
big.
an achievement.
Yeah. No. It's probably graduating. No, it wasn't.
It was homecoming.
It was
King.
homecoming.
It was
winning.
homecoming. King.
Winning the awards. Probably. That was a big night.
Yeah.
But,
Wait, where was this? Where'd you grow up?
South Dakota.
Oh.
Brandon, South Dakota.
about you?
The breadbasket.
Northern California, Fremont.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I would say winning homecoming king because it's validation.
Yeah, I'm
And that's
sure.
what we selfish actors
Sure
want.
felt good.
Felt real good.
Congrats on
good.
that.
Good for you.
Are there photos and are you
Oh, the
sharing?
photos are
You're sharing
terrible.
high school photos.
We're sharing high school
Okay.
photos. We
I
are.
could tell you're really producing the heck out of this night.
He's trying.
Yeah, and
be a whole
it's,
thing.
it's terrible. It's exhausting, but it is so fulfilling.
The
so
show's not
please
gonna
come.
be terrible,
no,
though.
the show's gonna.
It's terrible.
I
on your
marketed that
life. Yeah,
terribly,
I
didn't I?
understand.
Will you cover for me?
Yeah. Sure.
love that.
Okay, everybody. This is happening next Monday, February 25th at 9:30 p.m. at The Green Room. Is it The Green Room? I never know.
It is the Green Room.
The Green Room 42 in the hotel. Go upstairs, lobby, right, and then in the door.
Don't stare the statues in the eyes.
It's going to be good.
Don't do it.
And there's amazing people there. It's going to be a really fun night.
Really
so
fun. Please
congrats,
come.
guys. I hope you make it through.
Yes.
Thank you.
With the
So
help
do I.
of whatever you
It'll
need
be
to
fantastic.
take.
Little Xanax.
Hope you get some sleep.
carousel.
And we'll see you soon. And you can see this guy on Book of
Oh my gosh,
Mormon.
go see Cody in Book of Mormon.
Yes.
If you've seen it, go see it again. He's amazing.
6.5
Yeah.
years. Now, can you picture doing that like in your 40s? I mean, you have a very youthful face.
Thank you. I was born with good cellulite.
On that note, thank you for coming. Everyone, go check this out next Monday. Hey, Caitlin, why don't you take us out?
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single day on Facebook. You can listen to us in a podcast form by searching for hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We talk to Broadway vet Helena York about her hilarious TV show, The Other Two.